I'm in the city with it, city with it. I'm in the city with it, city with it. I'm in the city with it, city with it. Come on, man, you know where I be. I'm in the city with it. I'm in the city with it.
We live.
Muted. You muted.
Unmute yourself.
There we go.
There you go.
We're in the city with it. What's going on? It is Dirty Bird Thursdays, and I have the crew with me. Let's get right into it, man. We got the Senator Palpatine to my left. What's going on, Mike?
Fuck you,
Whoa.
turncoat hoes.
Turncoat hoes. What is going on tonight?
You
Hey,
supposed to
Mike got
be
the
in mellow
gasoline
Mike
draws on
tonight.
tonight. He got the gasoline
Nah,
draws.
he got You nah. He supposed about to to. be Somebody mellow got Mike. gasoline draws on tonight. And next to Mike, we got the Georgia Reaper himself, Big Will. What's going on, man?
Hey, man, what's happening, man? I know y'all just seen me on the Ritz pit, but I'm back, mother. You know what I mean? I'm here. What's happening?
And down below me, we have the Deacon of Defense himself, Blackberry Larex. Blackberry, what's up?
What's happening, y'all? I know y'all just seen me on the Rex pit, but I'm back like a motherfucking
And then we got Coach Unchained. Coach, what's going on over there, man?
Just fuck everything. Okay.
Hey,
Talk about setting the tone. Talk
We here.
about setting the tone.
We here. Oh my goodness.
Wait, almost setting the tone. I'm almost set tone on this show. You know, motherfucker setting the tone, but me. You know what I'm saying? What's going on here?
Wow. Mike don't
Mother sound just like Bernie Mac.
But hey, man, look, man, we glad you guys tuned in, man. Let's go ahead and get it up front right now, man. Let's get these people out. Let's see. We got Sherman Wood. What's going on? We got Pat Norris.
Sherman.
ATL Leo. Brian Peoples, what's going on, man? John St. Clair. Hey, man, thanks for tuning in. We got Terry Lloyd. What's going on? We got Queen Asia. What's going on, Asia? How you doing? We ain't seen you in the month of Sundays. How you doing, lady? What's going on, Miss Pamela Johnson? Hey, Auntie, what's going on? We got Trauma Locks, Mucho Grande, Bubba Gump, Tail Sports and Gaming, ATL Leo. We got the original Michael Walker, Miss Sonia Howe, and Jay Diaz. If I ain't get your name, man, we'll get it later on. But right now, let's get into it. I know you guys really gonna like these topics here. And I got this right here. Let's get into it. Let me see. There we go. Stream y'all. Now, I'm glad I got you brothers in here because this is going to be a good one. The topic is what adjustments are needed on offense to launch a successful attack. So, since Senator Palpatine is boiling people in their underwear, Mike, go ahead. Right, Mike, go ahead. Give me your thoughts on this topic right here.
Put my hard hat on when Mike started though.
Man, I gotta change hats now.
Watch your head. Right. Watch your head.
It still say fuck all you turncoat hoes. That still stands. That's the motto for. Yeah. They know they some turncoat hoes. Every last one of them. But I told Maggie I was gonna be nice, but I guess I said fuck that.
That was nice.
I'll give her a hug and I'll buy her some flowers or something. She'll get over it. I'm just not.
Ass.
Look. She done fined me before. Shit. All right. God damn. I got fined. That's the story of my life, getting fined. Okay. So I was actually gonna make a video on this. What the Falcons need to do. I have 3 of them, so I'll just give you one of them tonight. And I'll probably drop that later on tonight too. But I This is going to be very controversial. What I'm about to say. I don't think people gonna like what I got to say right here. I don't think they should change anything because this Atlanta Falcons team is not necessarily the scheme. It's not necessarily who runs the ball when we run the ball. It's down to execution, man. You don't execute, you don't play well. You don't do your fucking job. You don't score points. You got one side of the ball doing their thing, and that's the defense. Defense is executing on all cylinders. Now they've had a few mishaps here, primarily Mr. Richie Grant, but that's a whole nother story. But AJ has had his mishaps.
Mm-hmm.
Up front we've missed a few tackles, but for the most part, it's just come down to lack of execution with the offense. We've had plenty of chances. We had plenty, and we're talking about every last one of those guys, from the offense, the wide receiver, the head coach, to to the tight ends. Like, everybody's had their mishaps, but I don't think mishaps are the issue. Everything comes down to execution. We can sit up here and say, "Oh, he need to call better plays." Well, some motherfuckers just need to catch the damn ball. Some motherfuckers need to get out their break faster. Somebody need to get their head around. There's so many things that go down to it. So I don't think they should change anything. Do exactly what you've been doing. Stay with it, because some of you clowns are tweeting or retweeting all day that somebody knew the damn offense. Oh my God, Texans, their safety said they knew the damn offense. No damn shit. It's called film. Tell me, coach, does everybody in the league, do you know for the most part what your opponent is going to do?
Yeah, if you got film on it, you know what they're gonna do. People
So
don't change that much.
they don't change that much. So it's no big deal that teams know what you're going to do. It comes down to execution. You execute, you win. You don't execute, you lose. The end. Elfine, all that bullshit. So, execution.
This is something about football, especially on the offensive side. Every play is designed to work. If it's not executed right, just by one mistake, shit can go away. So that's just football in general, man. So,
Big Will, what you got, man?
Well, I like what y'all saying, but I'm have to disagree with my boss man here, man. It's totally on that scheme, bro. Cause we can't have Desmond Ritter standing in that pocket like a statue. We got to use his talent to his ability. We got to move him out that pocket so he can change up the throwing lane. So he can change the throwing lane. He got to open that defense up, make them move, throw them slants in behind the defense. You got to throw quick passes out there and stop trying to throw these 10+ yard routes. And we know our offensive lineman can't block well. We got to go back to running the ball. We got to go back to making the defense believe we finna run the ball. You know what I'm saying? We can't do play action if they feel we ain't finna get there and run the ball. We got to change up that scheme. I'm gonna have to disagree with that. He got to go back to his old play calling, man. That's the only way he's gonna be successful. That's why this team is so down. You got to go back to like designing the play for a specific player. If it's not open, then you throw it to the open man. You go through your progression, hit that open man, because somebody is always open. You watch this all 20. You see somebody open, bro. If you go watch the film, somebody open on every play. So you got to go through that progression. You got to open up that playbook some more, man. Hold up, man. Somebody else go. My earpiece went out. Oh, I can't hear now.
Okay. All right, Blackberry, go ahead, man.
All right, so two tight I formation, number 40 and number 25, set the tone. You got to wear them out up the middle, got to wear them out up between them tackles. I need hats on linebackers. I need a heavy dose of Keith Smith and Tyler Algier up between the tackles. That's what I need. A heavy dose of it. A gaps, mostly. B gaps here and there. And force that defensive line to pinch in so that now, not only will you be able to incorporate play action, but we know that these, especially our right tackle and right guard, they do their best blocking when they're moving. When they have to move to get after blocks, that's when they do their best blocking. Same thing for Drew Dahlman. So we know that Jake Matthews he gonna be able to do whatever it is you ask him to do. That boy Bergeron, he has the ability to do the same thing on the move, getting after blocks. So once you open up that defense by weighing out the middle of it, whether it's weighing out them linebackers and them DTs, weighing out them safeties sitting up in the middle, let your guards get to that second level, let your center, let your fullback get up in there and do his thing. He the best blocking fullback in football. He's just the best blocking fullback in football. That's all he is. And you let Tyler Algier wear their ass out. I need a heavy dose of that. Then you can sprinkle in. What you're attempting to do with Desmond Ridder in the pocket. And then when you get in that, and I need this the adjustment I need to be made in that pistol. You have to roll out Desmond Ridder. You got to roll them out because you're sending guys in motion. Defense is not following no more. DC's done got on to that. The jig is up on that. But if you roll out Desmond Ridder, whether it's you got a man going on a wheel route, whether it's and having a man opposite side of the field coming on a slant or a hook, you're moving linebackers off their spot. They have to move out of their zones. They can't just sit there no more. So when you get these defenses moving and open them up, let your offensive linemen get after blocks by moving around. That's when you're going to get the best out of Desmond Ridder, and that's how you're going to get the best out your offense in general. Now, as far as receivers running their routes, like I said, man, I really believe, and this is just what I believe. This is what I think. I think that they were happier knowing that the game plan to run the ball and eventually open things up for them in the passing game, they were more than happy to do that. They were more than happy to get out there and be out and get out the blocks. They were more than happy to do that. But we saw the disconnect past couple games when they knew that the game plan had changed. So execution is a part of it. They still have to execute. But I really believe you open up this defense by wearing their ass out up the middle over the course of the game and letting Tyler Algier and Keith Smith. I need a heavy dose of those guys doing that strategy. So those are the adjustments I want to see in this Texans game.
What you got, Coach?
Adjustments. Let Desmond be free. Same thing with Blackberry. And I don't know, but I think he was hamstringed to stay in that pocket. If for some reason this was a strategy that they used, I don't know why they used it. This is just my personal opinion. I don't know what the hell is going on in Atlanta. However, I think he's going to let Desmond, because if you look at anything Desmond has done in the last 8 games, when he was rolling out, we were successful on almost everything he was throwing down the field when he rolled out. So I say let him roll out, man. That's a special on the offense side. Just let the man roll out. And I think Archie Smith going to get back to what he does and let him do that. Because if you look at Mariota, when he rolled out last year on some games, he was successful. And that's a successful. Even Tannehill, he rolled out. He was successful. So that's my take, man. Let Desmond roll out. Let him do what he can do when he rolls out, because he's better than doing it that way instead of sitting in that pocket. Because he's not a pocket passer. I don't think he ever been a pocket passer. So
all right, y'all done said just about everything that need to be said, and I agree with y'all. But I'm just gonna do this. I'm calling to action. Offense. I need y'all to act like a unit instead of a bunch of marbles. Mac Hollins, Drake London, catch the ball. I don't care if you got to kick a man, knee him in the neck, catch the ball. Arthur Smith, I need you to move that pocket with Ritter like you being evicted and you trying to run from the police. I need you to move that pocket. I need you to let Ritter go. Give us free. Let him go. Let him do what he good at. Stop. He's not a mannequin. He ain't a statue. Let him go. I need y'all to use Tyler Algier to punish. And then I need Bijan to bring up the rear. The offense needs to punish. Defense needs to make stops. Simple as that. And everybody execute. I don't care if your knee hurt, wrap it up. If you scared, put some sticks beside it, wrap it up. Do whatever you got to do to win this game. Why? Because we got to protect this house. Ritter, let the ball go. Simple as that. Stop being cute. Don't overthink it. Throw the damn ball if you got to. Hand the damn ball off. Run for a first down. Just make it happen. All this cute stuff, all these excuses, all this pondering, done. Y'all know how to play the game, win the game. Simple as that.
So I'm looking at some numbers here. I think it's very interesting. I don't necessarily think the problem is running the ball. We're not running the ball properly. This is something that, like, you have to look at the numbers and look at everything in its entirety. Do you know Tyler Allgeier's rushing success?
What's that? What's the numbers?
Well, last year, this is an interesting tidbit here. So his rushing success last year was pretty freaking high. Well, not necessarily high, but he had a large volume of carries, and it was about 51%, almost 52%. So it pretty much gauges how effective you are when you carry the ball. Well, this year it dropped about 6%, about 44%. So basically, we know that Tyler Algier is the tone setter. And when our tone setter isn't being as successful as he was last year, as far as his rushing success, well, that's a huge problem. Then you become reliant on a guy like Bijan Robinson. So this is what I mean by we got to look at everything objectively and not just like, all right, just say, look at this game, look at the film, look at the numbers. Because we all can agree that Tyler is that guy for us. Mm-hmm. He is that guy for us. So if our tone setter isn't setting the tone, then it leads to problems. He's rushing for 3.4 yards per carry. It's not good whatsoever. So the question becomes, is it really the passing game? Because you look at Tyler Algier again, you look at his numbers. Last year, he was averaging about almost 5 yards a carry. So was Cordero Patterson. Marcus Mariota, again, about 5 yards a carry. Caleb Huntley, almost 5 yards a carry. Teams knew we were going to run the ball. But this year, you look at the numbers in rushing, Bijan averaging about 6 yards a carry, Tyler averaging about 3.4, and then you got Desmond with 3.4. See the problem? Mm-hmm. We're not running the ball effectively, which sets the tone for the pass. And when you don't have wide receivers that aren't experienced, this is what you get. You get a quarterback that has to be a veteran, and he doesn't have that veteran experience. He doesn't have that experience to be able to carry the team, and this is the issue. So, like I said, if we don't run the ball effectively when we have those carries, when we have those opportunities, this is what we're going to see. So Tyler Algier has to be more effective. Bijan has to continue to do what he does, but we got to find a way to use Ritter in his running game until we get Cordell Patterson back healthy. So again, you got to look at the numbers. Tyler Algier isn't as effective as he was last year running the ball. And run it, we know the offensive line got to do a better job of opening those holes. So I don't necessarily think just looking at everything is one particular issue. But if we would just point the finger at one particular thing, yeah, Arthur can call a better game. Yeah, we can call more, run plays. But if we're not effectively running well, this is what it's going to continue like this.
And that's when I look at the numbers and I see 7 attempts in Detroit for Tyler Algier. That's not enough. And 7 attempts against Jacksonville. That's not enough. And then that's why I said you got Keith Smith, who I believe is the best blocking fullback in the game right now. Based off of what I see on film, this boy gets after all the blocks. He don't miss blocks, and he blocks you out your damn cleats.
Right.
You I formation that thing with Tyler Algier and with Keith Smith instead of being in pistol. You get in I formation, and you allow that running scheme to wear down these defenses where the defensive line is playing wide. They playing wide, and they relying on their middle linebackers to attack those gaps. You put hats on those guys with your heavy back and with your heavy fullback and with your guards. You wearing down those guys over the course of the game. And when we get to the second half, we see those yards per attempt for Tyler Algier go up.
Well, right, this is hold on. Let me throw these numbers at you real quick. See, the Falcons weren't really a team that we ran the ball in the middle of the field, but they led the league in outside zone running schemes. So that's over every team. They led the league in outside zone running schemes. So when they actually hold on. I get you. Hold on. Let me say this. This is why I'm getting to that. Falcons run when the Falcons, their bread and butter is not the I formation. The reason why, because you don't have a center that has the ability to run in that. Drew Dahlman isn't a power center like a Jason Kelce. Jason Kelce in that offense, and when you have a rookie guard, yeah, I do trust Bergeron, and he's earned my trust, but that I formation is one of those formations that's like you have to have a center that's pretty damn good, and that's the issue. So I think the Falcons do have to try different formations, but I think what I saw, and I'll get your take on that also, but when I saw them in the pistol formation, they protect Dahlman performed a lot better when he was in the pistol. I don't know if it was whether he felt like he had help because Keith Smith was behind him. Last year we used a lot of Parker Hesse in it, and Parker Hesse, that's another thing. Parker Hesse is not there to be that blocker in the run game also. We do know that Kyle Pitts has improved as a blocker. I know that for sure, much better. But I think when you have a center that isn't as good in that, as being a power guy, I'm not sure about him. I do think you're right when it comes down to Keith Smith being the best blocking fullback in the league, but I'm not sure if that's good because a lot of our pressure and our sacks have been coming because it's been coming right up the middle. And that's why I say I'm not sure if that is the right formation for Drew Dahlman's sake.
All right, let me get here and go back and add on to what Blackberry was saying. We ain't talked about this a couple times. Big Ant brought up a huge point of the wins we had. Algier had 15 plus touches in each one. The losses we had, he had 7 or less touches in each one. So it's all goes on what Algier doing in that backfield. He that 5-starter. But what's been happening these last 2 games, we've been seeing way too much Bijan Robinson. Way too much. It's like a showcase was going on. And let me get this right. Your boy Dalman was the same ceiling in the first 2 wins, right?
Yeah, but they were still. Yeah, Tyler Algier still wasn't as effective as a
Yes, he
runner.
was. Yes, he was. The first two wins, he was effective. We had over 100 yards rushing in both of them games.
We're talking about Tyler Algier,
Tyler
not the
Algier had good rushing yards, Mike.
he wasn't as effective as he was last year. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he's getting those carries, he's getting those numbers, but he wasn't as effective at home and on the road.
Well, yeah, if you add
Tyler
all 4
Algier,
games,
yeah, we talk.
games together, he's not as effective because he ain't on the field as much. Them last 2 games.
That's the thing. That's the thing you're talking about. It don't matter if he's on the field. He needs to be effective when he get his opportunities.
No, he one of them. He one of them running back that got the level up. He got to get touches. He got to get touches to get. He did it last year. He was getting touches. He wasn't getting a lot of them touches tucking away. Arthur Smith was going with the hot hand a lot last year, and that's what he doing right now with Bijan. He trying to show this toy off, and he forgot about Algier though. So that's what's costing us right now. We got to do that power run to set our offense up. Our offensive line is good at run blocking. So that's how we're going to succeed in getting these boys prepared to do pass blocking and we run the ball. We got to run the ball effectively. And stop throwing these passes 10 plus yards down the field. Throw some short passes out there. Get them boys confident and moving forward so they can prepare themselves for standing back and catching that pass rush.
And my thing is, it wears down that defense over the course of the game. If you just getting 3 yards here on first, 3 yards on second by running it up between them tackles, I can live with that because now I'm in a 3rd and short. So I can live with 3. So you do that over the course of the game, you wearing out that middle of that field for that defense, them linebackers and them defensive tackles. So by the time that 3rd and 4th quarter come, you see those yards per carry go up because you wearing them down. And it helps with pass protection as well when you're ready to throw the ball. They ain't as fresh as they was in the first half.
Well, look, with you guys saying that right now, that actually segues into my next topic here, which is this. Wait for this thing. Okay. There we go. Will Arthur Smith tune out the noise and get back to playing effective football? I want Coach to take lead on this one, and then we'll go with Big Will.
Well, will he tune it out? I doubt it. However, he knows what he needs to do now. But you're never going to be able to completely tune it out. You're going to hear all the naysayers, but he knows, I ain't going to say his job's in jeopardy, but he knows he needs to win. He does not want to lose the locker room. Because some guys will probably have some rumbling. We don't know it. We haven't seen it yet, but he knows he got to get his team because he brought these guys in on his word. And he's one of those guys that, I don't know him personally, but he seems like one of the guys that his word is his bond. You see what I'm saying? So I think he's gonna be more of, okay, let me get back to what I brought these guys to do because this is what I said I can do. And I think he's gonna get back to running the ball more and probably making better decisions. So that's just my take on this. And like I said, coach's experiment. The last 2 weeks, I'm gonna call it an experiment. But we see the same thing this week. Then we got to worry about some some more stuff then. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mhm.
but that's just my take on it.
All right, what you got, Big Will?
Man, like Coach said, man, I think that man been experimenting these last 2 games, and I don't like it. I do not like it at all. So he got to earn that trust back from me, dog. For real. Like, cause I go to bat for this man all the time. I need you to get back to your regular play caller, my guy. So it's not looking pretty out there. We got too many weapons to look this shitty. Chicago looking better than us right now.
Chicago's playing Washington, bro. Come
They
on, man.
playing Washington, man.
They stole you forgot they stole 28 points they last game.
Against who?
But they lost.
Against against
Their
who?
defense lost it for them.
They played Denver. They gave up 100 points.
Denver is dirt.
Yeah, they.
But the object of the game is to win. I win. That's all that matters to me. I don't give a fuck how we do it.
What you got, Mike?
I don't think he cares, to be honest. Like, no coach is sitting up here worried about no damn outside. Like, he's worried about his boss. So if you think he's worried about the outside noise, I'm just sadly mistaken. I don't think Frank Reich or any other NFL coach is thinking about what the fuck Mike is saying. You know what I'm saying? He don't give the 2 shits. He probably don't even know who the fuck we are. And he's worried about like he worried about his boss. So if his boss starts saying something, and then we got say. So we can sit up here and talk about what we think, but like he may have changed the offense because Arthur Blank said he want this team to pass the ball more. It's like I mean his boss. Well, he got to go to Rich McKay first. So Rich McKay probably got a message from Arthur. Can we open up the offense a little bit more? And then he ended up doing that. But like I said, he don't give 2 shits about what Stephen A. Smith on ESPN is talking about because he ain't paying his check and he ain't gonna fire him. All right.
This will also. Can we see what this young man can do? Can we open up the offense just a little bit, see what we can do?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's what Arthur.
Hey Smith, like, okay.
Yeah, he worried about his boss, man. Like Arthur ain't worried about because his boss. Let's keep it real. His bosses are the only one that can get him fired. He don't give a damn about what somebody's saying on the side.
Terry Fontenot can't fire
him. Terry Fontenot is look. That's another thing.
After he was hired.
But the general manager, if he doesn't have the team president or vice president, he has no say on what really going on with that team. The vice president and the president of football operations runs football operations. He's the guy that runs it. Terry Fontenot go out and say, all right, we need this position. We need this and we need that. That's what Terry's job is. He's not Arthur Smith's boss, okay? He's not Arthur Smith's boss whatsoever. Arthur Smith's boss is Arthur Blank and Rich McKay. That's who he goes to. That's who he answers to.
What you got, Blackberry?
I think I agree with Big Ant. I don't think any player or coach can completely tune out the noise. It's just about how you handle it, man. It's look, your coaches they got a playbook, they got a game plan, they got a strategy, and you go into those games completely confident in what it is that you done set up for that week against that team. Whether you're an offensive-minded coach or a defensive-minded coach, you got to stand on yours. You got a certain way. You got a strategy or a scheme going up against a particular defense or offense. You got to stick to your guns. You got to stand on what you think is going to beat that team that week. Every matchup is different. But one thing we all had agreed on was that Arthur Smith has a style of offense that could beat anybody as long as they go out there, the players execute, and they stick to the game plan. So the head scratcher has been past couple weeks. What's changed in the game plan and why? And it's not working, and everybody's upset about it. So, tuning out the noise, No, I don't think any player or coach can completely do that. You're going to hear it. It's no way to escape it unless you just turn off your TV, turn off your radio, and turn your phone off, or don't answer your phone. Don't look at social media. That's the only way you ain't going to be able to see the noise. So, I mean, it's just about how they approach the game week in and week out, and just stand on yours and stick to the game plan that you got for that team that week. It's simple as that.
Yeah, I believe tuning it out ain't really the thing he's gonna do. I think he's gonna use it as fuel. The team is gonna use all of this noise and stuff as fuel to keep going, to get better. Because the one thing about it, you normally develop a chip on your shoulder after a couple losses, which you feel you should have won. So I believe he's gonna take this noise and use it to his benefit. But like you said, Blackberry, they have to go out there and play their game, and they got to execute. That's the main point. Like, so yeah, I don't really think he's concerned about the noise at all, because like I said, if that was the case, you know, he been hearing noise since he got here. You know, so it's just one of those
Nobody
things
wanted him to begin with. Nobody wanted Arthur to begin with, so he can give a shit about what anybody think.
That's what I've been saying.
Same thing for the quarterback. They didn't want him in the first place.
Nope.
So as soon as they seen some adversity, and as soon as they took some L's, these people really think that's enough fuel, that's enough evidence to make their case for why they shouldn't be here. So I'm not a prisoner of the moment, bro. I'm not gonna pretend like the first 2 games of the season didn't happen. I'm not gonna pretend like the last 2 games of last season didn't happen. So I'm not gonna be a prisoner of the moment.
Right. Well, the thing is, and I always say this, people want to be right. They don't want to be informed. It's easy to want to be right.
There you
go.
You
don't have to be rich.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Because you feel it in the moment, you feel like you're right. But the thing is, at the end of the day, information gonna rule out over all of it. And that's the problem. We got to learn to do homework, do research before we just get on here. Just, it's okay to be upset, but if you're gonna get on here and just blindly just say stuff because you and your feelings, you just want to be right. Period.
I want to ask the everybody a question in the chat, because I haven't gotten this answer yet. Everybody keeps saying that the Falcons, that Desmond Ritter can't read the defense. So why are we saying that? Because there's no evidence of that, of him saying, "Oh, he can't read the defense." How do you have almost the exact same amount of passing yards than the guy that everybody worships in Lamar Jackson and not Mr. Sunshine, but Mr. Joe Burrow? Like, how can you have that amount of passing yards with those guys? We're talking about some elite quarterbacks. So if that was the case, how? Again, explain that to me. I want to know that.
It's funny that people say that, because I see them in the comments section too. Here's what y'all got to understand. And like I said, stuff stares you dead in the face. If he couldn't read a defense, he wouldn't have been the most winningest quarterback at his school. Number one. If he could read a defense, he wouldn't be in the league. Number two. You don't win games if you can't read defenses. You may not like his style of play. You may not like him. You may not think he has any kind of value at all. But one thing you can't say, the boy studies film. He was studying film since his first day in rookie camp. They told you that. Go back and look at it. Algier and them told you. First couple days, he had them in there going over the playbook. This man watches film. There is no way in the world you going to get to the NFL and can't read a defense. He wouldn't have made the draft.
There's 94 people in here. I still ain't seen one comment.
That's a code word. That's a code. That ain't got no comment because they ain't got no answer for it.
There's 95 people in here.
Of him. Like
How you
y'all
gonna
can
say
sit there
Cam
and say,
Newton
"Oh,
couldn't
he can't
read the
throw the ball.
defense?
He can't do this and that. He can't read he can't read the defense." Any quarterback that can't read the defense is not in the NFL. You talking about Cam Newton? Cam Newton had to be able to read the defense as much as he ran.
Yeah,
You have to be able to read the defense. Come on, y'all got to cut it out. I mean, just say you don't like the man and be done with it. Because when you trying to make excuses for your bias and then try to put some old fake facts on top of it, it don't age well. It don't age well. They teach you in Pee Wee football to read a defense.
Well,
So how is that
do
going
have
to
say
escape
that.
him between college and the NFL?
I do have to say that Anthony Richardson, that some bitch can't read on defense, bro.
I just do get. He had
I
55
do have to say that. He's terrible at reading defense. He might see something, but it ain't the right thing. He sees something, but it ain't the right thing.
It was a fire. No, I'm playing.
like it's like you said, Blackberry, this young man may not be, like you say, he ain't playbook savvy. But
look. There's a difference between throwing the ball to a guy and getting it to him and actually making the right read. Let me say that again, because I don't think people got what I just said. I'm gonna say it. There's a difference between throwing to a guy and him catching it and throwing to the right guy, going through your progressions and actually throwing to the right guy, making the right read. Those are the things we talk about, because and coach can explain this a lot better than I can, because let's just say if it's an overload blitz, there's a such thing as a hot route.
Yeah.
And some quarterbacks get the hot route wrong. For instance, if you go back and look at that play with Drake London, Terrence Mathis, I put the video on Twitter. So if y'all have a Twitter account, y'all can go out there and check it out. When there's a blitz, a wide receiver is supposed to go 3 steps and in, 3 steps and in, and be right there. Drake London did the complete opposite. He took 5 steps.
Moonwalk.
The safety jumped it. So it wasn't a bad read. It wasn't a bad throw. It was your wide receiver and your player in the wrong position. Desmond made the right read, but when the guy isn't doing his job, that makes him look like, because he's going to be the beneficiary of all that negativity, not Drake London.
This is why I say the offense has 3 parts. And even Terrence Mathis said it. And Dave Archer said it. If one person or one particular spot on that offense is off, everything is off. And this is why we had Sanu say, being quarterback, you gotta be quarterback friendly. They have to do their job, because Ritter can't throw the ball and go out there and catch it for him. And Mike mentioned it before. He said sometimes you've had Matt Ryan throw a bad pass, but because the wide receivers knew what to do, they help cover up for him. Sometimes that's going to happen, but everybody has to do their job. All 3 parts of it. The O-line blocking, creating lanes for the run game, the quarterback passing, making sure he goes through his progressions, the receivers and the tight ends making their catches. All 3 of those things have to work in unison.
Can I ask you about a question on the panel real quick? Besides me, the thing that, like, what with you guys, what do you see with Desmond Ritter? For me, what I see Desmond Ritter struggling with is not even throwing the ball. I think he's struggling with his fundamentals, and particularly his feet. What do you guys think?
It is. It's his mechanics.
The feet, number 1.
His feet. That's why I told him in the
feet is number 1.
His feet.
And he made some bad reads, though. I'm gonna have to say that he made some bad reads. Sometimes the play is not gonna be available for the first man in the play in the mobile design for. You got to hit the open man. I've seen
Right.
plenty of time when he tried to force it into their first man instead of hitting the open guy. I've seen that a couple times. So he made the wrong read a couple times this year.
Yeah, and I done seen when he throws into a tight window to a receiver
Right.
instead of hanging in there just a half a second longer and letting another man come open out of his break. I seen that plenty of times, but it is more so his mechanics, because on some of these deep throws that he's attempted, he's relying all on arm and he's not stepping into the throws. And then people are saying, well, if the blocking ain't right, then that's what he got to do. Well, go back and look at the film. He had enough time to step into that, especially that post corner he missed last week to Matt Hollins. If he just step into that throw, man, that's a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
But he got to step into it and not just rely on arm. So he can't get so anxious to where he want to hurry up and get the ball out to where he forgets the fundamentals of being a quarterback.
But I think on that play you're talking about when that interception, I think he tried to step up, but he wasn't know what to step up.
No, he could have stepped up. He didn't step into it. He
thought he
had
a little pressure on him.
He had room to step into it.
He had some room in the pocket.
I mean,
that's what veteran quarterback when it came into play for him, man. This what he need. He need that veteran quarterback to tell him, hey, you got to step into, you got to get your feet work together. You got to move this way so you can open up this. You know what I'm saying? He need that veteran. That's what a Matt Ryan hire would have been very, very good.
See,
I mean, they already got a Matt Ryan high. His name is Matt Sharp.
Well, they need to put him in there.
Look, like you say, man, he'll get it. He'll get that, man. I'm like, one thing I'm not worried about is Desmond and those guys not getting it. They have some excellent coaches there. I mean, he's the assistant head coach. He's played on the offense side of the ball himself with Jerry Gray. They will get it right. I think, like I said, the thing is that let's just keep it. Everybody is over, like everybody panicking because they thought we were gonna go 4-0, and it was a strong possibility that we was gonna go 4-0 with the team that we had, and we didn't go. Nobody complains about the quarterback play unless you're a hater. But that's a whole nother story. A hater with Desmond Ritter if you're winning games. Like if you winning games, nobody cares. But it's a bigger issue because you lost and the offense looked absolutely horrible in these last two games. And that, like I said, and the thing too, I forgot to even I put out a stat earlier today too, that the passing game actually has gotten a lot better the last three games from the first game. So I think, man, like I said, I'm not concerned with this offense and their ability to get it or make adjustments because they made adjustments in the second half of the game. I think it just come down to these guys executing. We can sit up here and say call this play and run Ritter a bit more, get him off on him, but it just come down to executing, man.
Well, with that being said, because it's getting close to the hour mark here, let's go ahead and go on to this right here. Falcons versus Texans. We must protect this house. So, Black Bear, I'm gonna start with you. What do you think we need to do in this particular game?
Don't you steal my goddamn. I'm tired of you and K-Style stealing my shit. I want to have something, goddamn. Y'all always steal my ideas.
What do we need to do, man?
I'm just gonna say I need my offense to score early and often. And I need my defense to not give up anything early or late. And that's all I'm gonna say.
What you got?
I don't want to steal no thunder.
Like you just.
Nah, I would go wait. I would go wait to put my 3 keys out. I'll just messing with.
What you got?
Pregame. We got to start pregame. I got to start being in the pregames more. I got to be in the pregame.
One of my main things that I noticed from the last 4 weeks, first down sucks.
God, there you go.
My bad.
Bruh.
But it's
When it ain't me this time.
I wrote that down too. Good God Almighty! So yeah, that was actually gonna be one of my
bad.
keys.
Well, I go to another one then. My bad.
Hey, it's too late. You might got that. You might steal that one too. Keep that. So, no.
No, because I heard I deeply looked it up, but I heard a stat. At least the first the Detroit game for sure.
Mm-hmm.
We only had 49 yards on 25 plays.
Yeah.
And last week I didn't even look at that. I didn't want to know what last week was. It was probably even worse.
It was a slightly better. Slightly better.
Slightly then, okay. And also get off the field on third down.
Yeah.
That part. Yeah.
So
that's one of mine, but yeah, I'll let y'all go.
I'll leave the other one alone about third down. So
what you got, Big Will?
Well, I'm gonna need the team to start fast on both sides of the ball. We haven't been starting fast. We've been starting slow all 4 games. Hey, I'm gonna need, like I said, I'm going back to. I'm gonna need Field to go back to his play calling, man. Do you, man? Do what you do best. Run that ball down their damn throats, and throw play action offense. Do you, man? That's it. That's what I got.
All right, Mike. What you got? Because I know we had the whole coach and BlackBerry back a little bit.
I just want to say this real quick before I do that. 900, pick up the phone. Paris VHS. I just wanted to say that real quick. But I like Coach said. I don't think the thing is. Like what I'm coming down to is we got to win. We got to get more than 5 yards on first down. We got to average about 4 to 5 yards on first down. That's been our Achilles heel. We're not running the ball well on first down. We don't run the ball well on first down. We're not going like it leaves us in 2nd and 10. And I've seen a hell of a lot of 2nd and 10 lately. But I think that's a mixture of both. And the thing is too, Drew Dalman just been ass, man. He's been pure ass. Yeah, I Drew Dalman got to do better. Me and K Styles already started looking at centers in college because we got to do something about that. He's getting bullied, and it's getting to a point. He's very good at getting to the second level. He and Chris Lindstrom are very good, but if you getting your ass tossed around like, Tiana Trump tossed salad, yeah, we don't need you. I mean, he getting all in his guts. Like motherfuckers are getting all in Drew Dalman's guts, and it's not pretty. It's not pretty at all.
Look,
but how would Mike? What you just said? How could that change by moving Desmond, right?
Yeah, it can move him around because like what I've seen, he went to a lot more pistol formations. The Falcons have been using a lot of single back formations. And the thing is, with them single back formations, you have to have a center that is capable of holding his own. Because if he's not there, you're gonna have to go to the eye. You're gonna have to go to the pistol formation in order to protect him, and that kind of leaves your running back in. Like he has to protect, and that's the thing too that a lot of people not talking about. Yeah, Tyler Algier is a very good runner, but he's not as good as Bijan Robinson in pass protection.
Hold on about that, Mike.
No. I'm saying you. Hey, let me. I can prove it to you. Look at the snaps on pass. Just look at the snaps on pass. Tyler Algier not in there. Just look. It ain't
a hell of a pass blocker.
Look. You can say that, but there's a reason why he's not there in pass protection situations. And Bijan has been in a lot of opportunities in pass protection and third and longs. He's been in blocking and not going out.
Yeah,
that's not my take. This is what I'm seeing.
You're right about that, but he missed a lot of blocks. I think
He
missed a lot of blocks.
than Al Jim. I can guarantee you that.
Well, hey, Arthur may not. Arthur don't believe so, because if that was the case, he would be in on pass protection. Because if you look at it too, a lot of Bijan pass catches come early in first and second down, not third down.
Well, Bijan is out there more so because for check down, he'd rather have him out there for check downs than Tyler, even though Tyler's just as capable. But I do think Tyler's a better pass protector than Bijan.
I just think they're giving that young man his like I said, he's going through his reps because like I said,
first rounder.
In order for him, in order for him, if that's not his strong suit, in order for him to get better, he's gonna have his reps. He gonna have to.
Man, there's no situation where a first round ain't gonna get reps. We could just kill that shit right there.
Like I told in the Blackberry show, Kyle got his first year. Drake got his the second year. It's Bijan's turn.
Yeah, Bijan gonna get his reps.
There's a lot of pressure on these damn rookies just to show something. And like I said, I don't think. I just don't think, like, unless you with a team, you know, like Patrick Mahomes that already has a good team. It's like first rounders that they not gonna sit. Like, how can you really justify keeping Bijan Robinson on the bench and starting Tyler Algier? Like, let's just keep that real. As much as I want to see more balance, I ain't say that. I say, how can you justify keeping Bijan on the bench when you pick 8 overall with him?
Well, no, you can get your first round pick they touches without handicapping your offense. There's plenty of ways to do that. Kyle Shanahan do it every year. You can get your.
Kyle Shanahan don't got no first round picks. He done gave them all away.
Man, Kyle Shanahan put his stars to work. We're gonna put it like that. He put his stars to work. You know, he know how to spread that ball around. Now, I ain't gonna never say Kyle Shanahan can do that.
That man passed to the same 3 people every year.
He's saying Super Bowl. He's a piece of shit. But
that man passed to the same 3 people every year. Will, come on now.
No, he passed to more than 3 people this year, Mike.
Ayuk, Kittle, CMC, and Debo. That was it.
There's more than 3 people. That's all his stars. Them all his stars.
Bro, look, you not gonna pass to the same 3 people. We doing the same thing too. The difference is execution.
We passing the Bijan. That's who I see.
No,
Bijan
we got Drake, Kyle Pitts. Those guys are all of them are leading in receptions. It's the same thing. So it just comes down to execution, right? We getting it to our start.
You're telling me your eyesight seeing the same thing right now with these last.
Yeah, I'm seeing the same thing, but we ain't executing. They are.
Well, Christian McCaffrey is the only new wrinkle in that offense. Everybody else been there for at least 3 years or more.
I don't like that.
They ain't spring chickens by no stretch of the imagination.
They've been in that system, and we know Christian McCaffrey is just a dynamic player. You just
I wish he sprained his damn toe because I'm tired of him seeing fucking 5 touchdowns every the goddamn game.
Hey, you can't deny it, boy. He a bad boy. He a bad white boy, man. But the rest of them been in that system for multiple years now. So it's like, I mean, everybody want to keep using them for an example. I hate when they do that. Just like when they use Kansas City for an example with Patrick Mahomes. Andy Reid was building that system for years before Patrick Mahomes got there. So,
but they were looking good when they were building it, though, Black Man.
Exactly.
We ain't looking good right now.
But people got to understand, the personnel in the system right now is fairly new to it. Drake only been in it for a year and a quarter now. Pitts was in it for a couple years ago, but he got hurt and missed like 10 games last year. So I mean, you got to understand, it's a lot of new pieces on the board that have to get.
Oh shit!
Everybody got to get acclimated to the system, and then everybody
Yeah, that's
has to
supposed to be the
develop
penalty right now.
within. Everybody got to develop within their position. In order for it to look like a developed unit, they all have to develop within their position in order for it to look like a well-oiled machine.
Y'all, you know what we always say about everybody who run that West Coast offense is one common thing that happen every time. They always take their coaches and they always take their old Brook Brown beat down ass players, right? Why is that?
Camaraderie.
It's all about having players that been playing in that scheme. It's all about the chemistry.
Well,
So this is why you saying that's what Blackberry's saying. That's exactly what Blackberry's saying. Those guys, Kyle Shanahan doesn't. He never brings anybody in his system that don't know it. You're not going to play in his offense if you don't know the offense.
Ain't that
He's
what
not going to play.
Arthur Smith been doing? Ain't that what fans been
No,
complaining
he's
about?
a new guy.
How many Tennessee Titans we gonna have in here? How many
We ain't got them no more. We ain't got them this year. We don't have them guys there.
Logan Woodside, the only one.
Yeah, that's the only one. I mean, Michael Pruitt, but he don't get a lot of playing time.
He's a blocker.
Yeah, I'm done making excuse for Arthur Smith. He gonna have to gain that back for me, dog. He gonna have to show. Yeah, he got.
Well, don't nobody care about no that. He ain't worried about Mike and me and you.
He might not care, but he gonna hear me. Goddamn it, he gonna hear.
Man, look, you gonna be hearing yourself, Will.
He gonna hear you.
He gonna hear me. Goddamn it.
You gonna be hearing you.
Hey, Will, when you gonna drive truck by and blow the horn at him?
He better. That's the only way. He better go up there and jump off that damn roof.
To the BN Stadium and hit that air horn on him.
Nah, he gonna have to jump off that damn thing like that damn Freddie Falcon did. That's the only way you gonna get his attention.
I ain't doing none of that. I ain't suicidal like that. Right?
He gonna shout you out in the post game, Will. He gonna like, hey, I want to shout out to Will, the Georgia Reaper.
Yeah, that's right.
You already know how you do. Hey, we got Georgia Will. Yeah, this guy he's coming at me like a tough guy. He's telling me he's not gonna give me any stuff. I try to put Rid in good positions, and it's sometimes just doesn't work. I mean,
you doing it wrong. You got to use both of your hands, man. He used both of them hands. There you go.
I just don't understand. Will, we script the plays, and we try to get Algier out there in space, and sometimes Kyle just does what he does. What you want me to do? I'm just coaching. But look, man, we over the hour mark, man. Let's go ahead and get to this next topic right here. For all who don't know, we just had, recently just heard about the passing of the great Dick Butkus, one of the legendary linebackers of the Chicago Bears. Said the man, was 80 years old, passed in his sleep today. So, my condolences to, his family and everything like that. So we just want to give him, a moment of silence or whatnot. All right. Look, appreciate that for everybody. Hey, man, right quick, what are some of y'all memories of him? I know he's, he wasn't a Falcon or anything like that, but this man was very impactful on the NFL game. Just real quick, go around, starting with Mike. What are you guys' memories of him and his gameplay?
So one thing I would always remember about Dick Butkus is his love for, it wasn't necessarily a certain play, but he's one of those guys when he saw great players, he wasn't afraid to say, all right, this is the next breed of essentially him. Guys like Tommy Nobis, Jesse Tuggle, he always gave guys like Jesse Tuggle who gets no fucking respect and fuck you NFL and fuck the Hall of Fame for not doing my Jesse Tuggle right. And I mean that all disrespectfully, because that man deserved to be in the Hall of Fame. But he's one of those guys that goes out of his way when he sees a great linebacker, he puts him on. That's what we're talking about. Being able to give these guys they shine. Dick Butkus never hesitated to give his fellow linebackers their shine. So that's what I'll always remember about him.
What about you, Big Will?
Hey man, I always remember, man, that dude, it was a tough nose linebacker, dog. He wasn't scared to come up and put that smash on you. He was that Brian Urlacher before Brian Urlacher. He wasn't the ones you didn't want to meet up in the hole. You wanted to take him outside. You didn't want to meet him up in the hole. He was that guy, man. He set the tone out there for a lot of players, man. For sure.
What you got, Coach?
He's just one of those linebackers that created that big linebacker guy. Cause think about it. Before that, not all the linebackers were big, but Dick Butkus he was extra big, So 6'4", man, 6'3", 6'4", that's a big man. 250, that's a big dude.
Right.
He wasn't the fastest, but shit, you get hit by it, you're gonna think he was fast. So
like hit by a wall.
Yeah. So like I said, I can't recall seeing a lot of his games, but shit, he's a Hall of Famer, man. That means he did something well. So.
Right. What about you, Blackberry?
Well, I know Dick Butkus mostly from that show Hang Time back in the 90s. I didn't watch him play football, but he was the coach on the show Hang Time back in the 90s. You want to talk about a mustache? Dick Butkus got a legendary mustache.
He had that whisk broom. That's that whisk broom mustache.
Legendary mustache, man.
From what I can remember, I was a little kid then. He was that gritty player. He was real gritty with it. Like the man, the man loved contact. The man, when he came in the game, he had a mission: knock your block off and have fun doing it. And that's back then when they, like I said, when they were body slamming people, clotheslining them, all that kind of stuff.
That man would literally jump on your damn head. Like he would jump on your head and literally like grab your neck and throw you to the ground like Brock Lesnar, bro. Like that dude was he was a damn psychopath on that field.
He was nasty. But that's the thing that a lot of us talk about now is that's the kind of football we, most of us grew up on. So when we hear, teams nowadays, or when we hear coaches say, they want to go back to that, or we're trying to establish that was a way of life. Because remember back then, them players didn't get paid a whole bunch of money. It wasn't no big $1 million contracts. They was making office salaries.
They were making $50,000. They thought they was rich.
Right.
Back
So
in the 70s, that was a lot of money.
Right, and they played for the love of the game. So they played by any means necessary. But I mean, that's what made football what it is, man. Guys like him. So condolences to his family and everything like that. And he will be missed.
I got another question before we leave for the audience. So y'all back in love with Justin Fields now?
His ass get beat up now.
That's a fleeting moment.
Don't tell me these boys gonna blow another game that they had big lead on.
Oh Lord.
Watch the moving that ball on their ass now.
Did you see that play that Justin Fields hurt this running back on?
He did what?
He did what?
Running back on the play. He threw it down at his ankles. And the running back had so much green grass in front of him. I'm like, oh my God, if he would have threw it to the running back, he'd still be running right now.
Wait. So he not only throws balls at the back of his lineman's head, he throws them at the ankles of his running back?
Man, he threw it at that dude's ankle and he rolled up on his ankle trying to catch the ball.
Okay, what you saying that, Big
I
Will?
wanted to say that when it happened, but y'all were talking. I didn't want to interrupt.
Since we on this,
So he's 13-25, and it's supposed to be a great. Oh my God, man, get the crack. Let me get out here before I say
explain.
something.
Yeah. Let's look. We coming up on the last part of the show.
13-25. You talking about Desmond Ritter can't throw like he can't read a damn defense. But if y'all suck my,
We had to say it with your chest portion of the show, and I'm gonna start this off since Big Will has brought this up. Explain yourself, Justin Fields lovers, because I guarantee y'all got smoke for Ritter. Explain that foolishness. I want y'all to talk your way out of that one.
He threw a touchdown.
I didn't know he was capable of playing golf with his running backs. Please explain that.
Here y'all go. Here go Trumaloff with his damn ass.
No. I don't want to hear about nobody talking about hating. Y'all been hating on Ritter since the draft.
Back in the chat, man. One Solo back in here trolling.
Oh man, he can go fly the Millennium Falcon for all I care. I ain't worried about that. I'm not hearing nothing. Y'all need to explain that.
I love you, Justin. You got some cute dimples. He can throw the ball 500 yards in the air, go catch it, and do a split and catch it in the air, and then twirl it. No, I was about to say something else. I was about to say twirl his around, but I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that.
I know where you're going.
Mr. One Solo. Mr. Traumalocks. What?
Wait, what? Bruh.
How can you hate a guy that ain't won before? That man ain't even. He been in the league for 4 years and still ain't won 10 games yet.
So he's 5-26.
5-26.
He been in the league for 4 or 5 years and still hasn't won. Got in double digits. That's bad.
Wait.
But I guess it's because of the defense, right?
Wait. He said, "Find it funny how." So 500 mad. See. Wait. Let's stop all of the jock twerking.
500 man. I'm raw on that man, bro. What the fuck you talking about?
Let's stop with all
on the Blackberry show, man. We told you to come through Blackberry show. We're gonna drop that link. Where you was at,
man? Look, he got them Twitter fingers, man. He probably got them more oiled up and maced up over there.
Like I told you, Juan Solo over there, he over there jock twerking and ham hawk shaking. Ain't nobody paying.
That man said 500. Boy, I'm raw on that, man. I'll tear that ass up, boy.
Y'all got to cut it out, man.
Too much you raw on all pro.
It's easy to be all look. It's easy to be all pro on Madden Easy. All right, it's easy to be all pro. You can have whatever you like.
Boy, that's a real sausage party up in here, boy. Let me get up out of here.
He said a
sausage party. Solo, we're gonna show up on the Blackberry. We had I didn't even see all your girl in that either. Miss Paris VHS. What she was in there?
Nope.
Did she jumping up?
Oh wow.
Nope.
We told y'all to come to Blackberry Lorette. We're gonna drop that link for y'all. Y'all ain't show up. But y'all on here Twitter fingering the mess out there got on keyboard right now.
Hey man, look, so many people want that work. Y'all look, you got plenty of people that want it. Put y'all Twitter, put y'all man tags in there.
Right.
Look, he said,
I'll give him 5 minutes. We got 5 minutes. You got 5 minutes to hit this thing.
Hold on. See, first of all, it no C, just the K. You got to see the man that said every show is no.
We got 5 minutes. We gonna give you the 5 minutes. So.
Come on here and say what you got to say.
He ain't gonna come on.
Come on here. He's dropping that link in there now. Come on.
I hope he don't think it's gonna be easy coming on this show.
He ain't coming on.
We gonna let him talk. I don't want him crying to all the other content creators. Mike just won't let me talk.
What you got to say, bro? Just come on.
I think we're the only show that let people come on and talk. Everybody else don't let you do shit.
Right. But they claim they do. Is
They
it,
pick
You
up.
got 5 minutes.
They here. Bring them on up.
all right. Let's roll them on in.
Now, what's this pressure y'all talking about? Cause last show y'all were talking a lot of shit when I couldn't come up on the link though. Like I'm through that business on.
Oh man,
But like,
come and
what's
talk
really
your
good
come and
though?
talk your piece, bro.
So,
Talk
yeah,
what you gonna
what-
say
But
about
what's
the
really
stats,
good
bro.
though? So I'm like, I'm really out here with this. So what's up though? Like all that talking, that talk shit. Let's talk that now. Let's just let that talk shit first. First of all, let's get this shit right. First of all, Pimp, I was talking to a nigga in the chat named JB who was on Reader Dick, bro. I wouldn't talk to nobody on the panel.
Oh, he on some other stuff, bro. He ain't got nothing to
Hey,
talk
hold
about.
on. Let him stop, Will. Stop. Let him speak. All right. So what's your grade? Like what is your grade with us as far as like the Ritter and Justin Fields or whatever what you were saying? What's your grade?
Bro, I just said that nigga he trash. Point blank period.
So
I say he trash point blank period. And then the dude who said something like, it's a lot of emotional niggas in here. I said, well, that's funny because you harping for Ritter like this nigga your last family's last great hope. And then somebody on the panel took that like I was talking to them. Then I clarified it by saying,
stop.
no, I'm talking to JB. And then everybody wanted to do all these ad hominems and insults and shit. But no, we can talk about the sports though, because I'm still trying to figure out how everybody told me to get this dude time, but yet CJ Stroud came into the league this year and don't put up more yards and than Ritter did in his whole 8 games that he played. And it's so funny how y'all want to excuse those last 4 games like that's preseason, but it wasn't preseason. He was still
That's not
playing
true.
starters.
That's not
He was
true.
still playing against starters, was not, and he won't put up no numbers.
That's not true.
Everybody want to talk about Kyle Pitts is trash.
Let him finish. Let him finish.
First year, Kyle Pitts broke the record of the dude that just died. And he had Matt Ryan. Everybody said Matt Ryan was trash. Yet when he went to Indianapolis before he got benched, he had 3,900 yards. Now name the 2 quarterbacks for the Falcons in those last 2 years who have made 3,900 yards, who put up 3,900 yards for this team.
But just to clarify, that wasn't the same person who died today. That's Dick Butkus who died today. That wasn't the other guy. So you're incorrect on that.
Oh, okay, yeah, you got an aha moment. Either way you go, he broke the rookie tight end record with Matt Ryan. Has he put up any numbers with Mariota or Ritter?
I mean, he's been hurt.
Has he put up any numbers?
No, he hasn't. No, he hasn't.
So what is your comparison? You comparing CJ Stroud to Justin Fields to Ritter?
No, I didn't compare CJ Stroud to Justin Fields. I compared CJ Stroud to Ritter.
Okay. Look,
no, I'm saying, are you comparing CJ Stroud or Justin Fields to Ritter? Which one?
Oh, well, I would take Justin Fields, and I didn't even want Justin Fields when he came out. I was one of the people who said no, he need to go to Chicago. But
let's get back to CJ Stroud. Don't you know he's averaging 8 yards a play? He's not throwing all down the field. He's throwing short passes, and they're going to get them.
And how many yards is Ritter? How many yards is Ritter doing?
Let's pay attention to his game, bro. He ain't throwing no deep passes, bro. His teammate is making plays. He ain't throwing no deep passes. That's what we were just talking about. We got to have our guys make plays out there.
Right,
bro. You still gotta throw. You still gotta throw the receiver open, bro. You still gotta throw the receiver open. You can't just say that dude. Ritter is throwing the ball right directly on dudes, and they not. Matter of fact, he's either throwing it on them or behind them, and they don't even have a chance to make a play.
Let me ask you a question. Is it the quarterback's job to make the play once the ball's in the air, or is it the receiver?
It's the quarterback's job to put it where they can make a play.
No. I said, is it the quarterback's job to make the play once the ball is thrown, or is it the receivers?
Well, I want to give him a stat real quick. Let me give him a stat real quick. When you look at Desmond Ridder and CJ Stroud, complete percentage is almost identical. So the fact of the matter is, it's not necessarily. And I appreciate you for coming on because there's not a lot of people that actually got the guts to come on. So I salute you for that. But
like Miss Paris down here, come on, hit that thing, Paris.
So I appreciate you for coming on. But as far as the numbers concerned, they're really passing the ball about the same. His average per yards is about 8 yards a catch. So he's not throwing a lot of deep passes, but his wide receivers are making plays. So,
but that's irrelevant to the point that this dude is still putting up more yards than Ritter has put up. Y'all keep on trying to find excuses for
That's
this
relevant.
too.
That's
Hold on.
the
This
point, my
year.
boy.
Y'all talking
This
about
is this
completion.
year. No, this is
Y'all
this
talking about
year.
completion. Y'all talking about completion percentage and all that stuff. That's fine and dandy. At the same time, though, who got the most yards?
Hold on,
Who is actually doing stuff, bro? Like
But
this is
he is
ridiculous.
throwing for these
How many,
yards, bro.
how
He
many,
got
how
the
many,
yard out the
wait,
catch.
how many 250-yard
Hold on.
games have Desmond Ritter thrown in his career?
Let me say
You gotta
something.
listen, Solo.
Let me say
You gotta
something quick.
listen.
Let me say something quick to you. Look at our run game. Look at y'all run game. Well, look at their run game. Look at the difference. That's the difference. The run game and the pass game. They're dependent on the pass. The Falcons won. We got almost 600 yards rushing. They got 100, almost 200 yards. It's a difference.
Bro,
Let me throw you some.
we're talking about quarterbacks. We're not
I
talking
want to
about
throw
no
another thing at you.
If that was the case, then if that's the case,
Hold on. Let me throw you another. Let me throw another stat at you. Let me.
get rid of Kyle Pitts and let them go to other since we.
Let me throw some other stat at you real quick. You know how many yak yards that he has with that team?
Y'all keep saying yak, bro.
Hold on. No. Let me say this. We let
You
you.
stated your
Hold on.
point. Now just
Stop.
listen.
Hold on,
Let him
Blackbeard.
talk. Let him
Let me say this.
Let him talk, then you come back in, bro. Let him
Hold
talk.
on. Let me say this real quick. And I'm gonna give it right back to you. One. The yak yards, he has almost 600 yards of yak yards. Drake London has 300. So a lot of that, the passing yards, he has a good 200. So he's making a few more plays. He's throwing the ball a lot more than Drake London, Desmond Ritter is, and he has more yak yards. So I won't disagree with you as far as the passing yards concerned. Obviously, he's making plays with his arm, but a lot of those are coming because of his receivers are actually making plays after the catch. That's something that the Falcons aren't doing.
And his
But
best receiver,
but see, that's what I'm saying. That goes back to where he's placing the ball. You can't if Mac Hollins is running a 10 out and he has to twist his body back around to catch a ball that was thrown behind him. He's not going to be able to make a play. When you throw a flea flicker and even the commentators like, oh, he got him, he's wide open, and you underthrow the ball twice on both your deep passes. The one that Kyle Pitts was underthrown and the one that Mac Hollins was underthrown. They made plays on the ball, right? Now, if that ball was underthrown, would those not be touchdowns?
I mean, you're absolutely right.
This is my thing with CJ because everybody keeps talking about, well, his receiver stuff like that. We don't even got to use CJ Stroud. Let's go back to when Matt Ryan was here. Matt Ryan didn't have no O-line. Matt Ryan made Harry Douglas.
He always had an
when
offensive
Matt
line
Ryan
in
got
it.
Harry Douglas that contract in Tennessee, and he made him the primary receiver, and he had his first 1,000-yard season, and then never have another one after that.
Matt Ryan always in his early days. We compare early years. Matt Ryan always had a good offensive line in his early years.
No, he did not, bro. He did not have a good.
His rookie season. He had veterans on that team.
Yeah, he always had pretty good offensive line.
I think he's talking about Arthur Smith first year, y'all. Matt Ryan didn't have no offense line.
Well, at that point in time, you got to think about it. You're comparing a 14-year veteran.
Oh my God, bro! It don't, and that's why I'm saying this conversation is ridiculous. Because if I say something about Desmond Ritter is not put a number of CJ Stroud. Well, CJ Stroud receivers are making plays.
I mean, you're trying to compare.
You still put up numbers. Oh, well, Matt Ryan is a vet. It shouldn't matter, bro. If you know how to throw the ball, you know how to throw the ball.
No, that's not true at all. That's not true. Go ahead. Hold on. Stop. Let Blackbeard go. Go ahead, Blackbeard.
Solo, the thing is, in 2021, under Arthur Smith with Matt Ryan, our offensive line was ranked 31st in the league. You're absolutely right. But our running game was ranked 32nd. We were dead last in attempts, and we were dead last in yards per game. That means we were throwing the ball a lot more because we had to. And Kyle Pitts was his most reliable option because the receivers were not there. Julio was gone. Ridley quit on us. He was the most reliable receiver. The next man up was Russell Gage. So Kyle Pitts was the best option that he had. So, yes, it was a passing offense in 2021. It hasn't been a majority passing offense since then. So when you comparing numbers, you got to actually look at what the team was doing. Also, when you doing your comparisons. Now with Desmond Ridder, you're not wrong, bro. Everybody has said that Desmond Ridder needs to be better with his needs to be better with his accuracy this season, and he needs to be better with his decision making. Everything that you said about him underthrowing the ball on those deep passes, I said it after the game in week 2 after the Green Bay win. I said if Mac Hollins just sails the route better and it goes up the sideline and not at the hash marks, and Desmond Ridder probably doesn't underthrow that ball because it's not executed properly by anybody. It was bad execution. It just ended up being a broken coverage, and we got the play. Now, you're not wrong, bro, when you say that. This is the problem. You want everybody that's ready to get rid of Ridder, just because we don't share that same sentiment, because we use history as a learning tool to know that you don't give up on a guy after 2 games. So I ask you this question. Before these last 2 games, what evidence did any of you have that Desmond Ridder did not need to be our quarterback?
For the last 4 games he played, because he still played against starters. Everybody keeps saying, well, the last 4 games was like practice. He still played against starters. It wasn't preseason. He played a full game against starters, and he did not put up any numbers. And this is what I'm talking about, the comparison stuff.
Did we win football games before these last games?
But you can win a game. You can win a game despite your quarterback. That's what I'm saying. Like this junk is so.
Hold on. Let me ask you this question. Hold on. You said that he didn't put up any numbers. What do you mean by exactly not putting up any numbers? Because he put up numbers.
I'm talking about to the standard of which quarterbacks, like the standard. If you're a Falcons fan, your standard for quarterback play, it should be higher than a regular person. It should be higher than a Brown.
Why is that? Why should we be above standard? We had one legendary quarterback in our history. Why should our standard be higher?
But you had that legendary quarterback for 13 years, so that substituted to a standard, bro.
So I have a question. I got a question, and thank you, Paris, for coming on. I hope I got your name right. And this is a question I have for you on, and we're gonna get to Paris. But why should we have a higher standard when we've had one? For the most part, this is a losing organization. So why should a losing organization hold a quarterback when we've had one great quarterback? We've had one great quarterback in our entire 60-plus history of football. Why should we have a high standard for a guy that's a rookie?
For one, let me make sure that I say this so that it's understandable. For one, it doesn't matter how long the franchise has been losing. For the last, I can't even say last 15, 16. When Matt Ryan was here, there was a standard where you would know Matt Ryan would at least put up at least 3,500 yards at least. 30.
I see where you come from.
The whole time he didn't have a good old line. Every year he was here, and he was still putting up those numbers. And then when you bring in C.J. Stroud and the numbers that he's putting up, look at any rookie quarterback that's came in here and look at their numbers and compare them to Desmond Ridder after this year.
Hold on. Let me stop you right now. Let me stop you right there.
Hey, Mike, hold up. Let me ask him a question. Okay, by you saying that, and you saying Matt Ryan was doing that, what type of offense was he in?
He was in the passing offense.
No. You said passing offense, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what kind of offense are we trying to run now?
We're trying to run a running offense.
There you
go.
Still,
even in a running offense, if you want to look at, even in a running offense, look at the teams that had running offenses and look at the quarterback play that they have, and you will still say he's not living up to that par of a.
Hold on. Stop. Hold on. You're saying that he's not living up to par. That's not true. This is the reason why I put those stats out there. Because even with what you said, what you just stated is that he's not living up to rookie numbers. That's not true. Rookie numbers, he's putting up those numbers. The thing is, CJ Stroud plays in a different style of offense where he's going to pass the ball majority of the time. We don't pass the ball like that. So his numbers are going to be a little bit more inflated compared to us. So let me get Paris in here. I appreciate you, bro. Like, hold on for a second. Go ahead, Paris.
Hello, you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
What's that?
All right. My problem is like Riddle, like, bro, it just to me he's not good, bro. Like, I just don't feel like he's good because like how you've been in the league for 2 seasons, not playing for 2 seasons, but you've been behind, Mariota, and stuff like that. And this rookie CJ, this is first year, and he come, this is his first year in the game, and he just shows out, he ball out, he doing all this, and I'm just looking at Riddle like, how you not doing that, and you kind of been in the league longer than here, not playing, but like you should have been like learning behind Mariota and stuff like that.
Wow,
I got this. I got this. Okay, Paris. You said no. All right, Paris. You said CJ Stroud. This is his rookie year, correct?
Yeah.
How many games did Ritter play last season?
4.
4 games. Okay. So, how many games is in a typical season nowadays?
17.
Okay. So right now, typically this is his rookie season. Because
bro, no, it's not, bro. You can't say that, though. Yeah, bro, you cannot say that, bro. He be saying, bro, no, no.
A season,
hold on.
No, bro.
Let me finish. A season is a season, not 17 games.
Yes, it is.
A regular. Okay, has Ritter played 17 games yet?
No.
Okay, so you are judging him based on him playing 2 years, but not a whole full 17 games. So how do you accurately judge him against CJ Stroud when both of them are playing in their rookie season? It doesn't matter.
It's not, you can't say both.
No,
bro. What is y'all talking about, bro?
Hold on, stop.
Warren,
stop.
Hey, chill out. Let me tell you why. Because at the end of his season, he will play 21 games total, yes, but he has yet to play 17 games full. You're judging a man based on him playing in between 2 years. He hasn't played a full season. He ain't played
haven't played a full season, bro.
Right, but you're trying to compare.
What you mean?
Hold on.
Y'all just be trying to say.
Hold on.
The man ass, bro.
Hey, hold up, bro. Hold up.
Y'all know the man ass, bro. The man just ass, bro. That guy,
you just don't like him,
bro.
Just say you don't
yes, because he's ass, bro. This man is trash.
Thank you.
Hey. Hey, hold on. Just because, look, this is about dialogue. You can't keep saying the same stuff over and over again and expect it to be held to kind of understand what you're saying. All right. What we're saying is that if you have, I think we all can agree that if you haven't played 17 games, are you really a 2-year starter? Like, if you really been in the league 2 years, if you haven't put in 2 years of game time, he hasn't had those games. So it's like, all right, it's like saying Aaron Rodgers, he sat on the bench for 3 years, right? Was Aaron Rodgers a rookie when he got in, or was he a 3-year starter? I want you guys to take on that.
Just like Jordan Love wasn't a rookie. And this is so funny how people keep on saying, well, he's a rookie. So you mean to tell me he get drafted the last 4 games of last season? Or was he there?
Answer the question. I didn't ask that.
I just did.
No, you didn't. You avoided it.
I said Aaron Rodgers was not a rookie when he came in.
All right, then. If he wasn't a rookie, all right. So if you're talking about Aaron Rodgers, him getting in, and then you got Desmond Ritter, Aaron Rodgers struggled just like he did.
But he still put up more yards than he did. Now, did he not?
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
When Aaron Rodgers, he actually didn't perform well in a lot of
You're complaining now, bro. You said perform well, and I'm talking about comparison to Desmond Ritter, since we're comparing Desmond Ritter to these people.
Yeah, I did the numbers on that.
That's what I'm saying.
The numbers on that.
No,
I did numbers on that. Hold on. Let me give you the numbers of what I'm gonna go with Tom Brady. All right, so we're gonna go to the GOAT. You do know both of those guys' first 4 years as starters, the first 4 starts of their career, their numbers are damn near identical.
and
Damn near
after
identical.
8 games, what was their numbers?
After 8 games, I haven't done the 8 games. I did 4 games.
Exactly. This is what I'm talking about, bro. See, this is what I'm talking about. Y'all keep on trying to.
Bro,
Y'all
what are
keep
you
on trying.
talking about?
Let me
Whoa, 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 whoa. Like, what you mean? What exactly was you talking about? I didn't do the 8 games, so I don't know what the 8 games is. I know what the 4 games. Both of those guys combined in their first 4 starts. That's the research. Now, if you want me to do the research on the first 8, I can do that. But we're trying to have a conversation, not trying to be right in here. Okay, we're trying to have a conversation. So tell me what you,
You know their starts will be better, bro. Their numbers that they put up after
bro.
they first 8 games.
Look, we're just gonna let you go because you just wanna yell and
Hey, the
scream.
first two
Paris,
thing, the first two thing I would guess ain't really bringing up to the fact is the offensive coordinator play a big part in all this. The offensive coordinator got to call passing play for this man to gain passing yards. We just been sitting up here screaming about Arthur Smith ain't calling ain't calling the plays for these guys to throw passes like that.
I really wanted to ask him. I really wanted to ask him a question.
Oh, where they go?
Yeah. No, I kicked him out because it's not getting anywhere, and we're just gonna get into a yelling match for 2 hours. So that's me.
The thing is, man, at the end of the day, you ain't gotta agree with nothing nobody say on this panel. But at the end of the day, I'm glad you admitted you didn't like Ritter because at the end of the
Hey,
day,
That's the main thing right there.
hey, Paris, if you want to come back on, I didn't kick Paris out, but I kicked out one because it wasn't getting anywhere. We weren't having a dialogue. He just wanted to yell and scream. So
we appreciate y'all for coming on. Like I said, we appreciate y'all for having the guts to come on and everything. But let's be real. It does not matter what stats we bring to you, what facts we bring to you, or what have you.
Anyway.
If you don't like Ritter,
not
it does
like
not matter.
Yeah,
it does not matter.
That's
you
why
know
I stopped talking.
And like I said, I mean, like I said, and that's
okay.
your preference.
I appreciate it. Like I said, Perry, we'll try to get you probably tomorrow or probably Monday. I promise you that. But as far as Warren Solo, it's like our stance here is like we want to have a conversation and just saying no, you stupid, no, I don't believe that. That's not a conversation. We want to have a conversation. So do your homework. You're welcome back to come back on the show, but you got to be able to have dialogue and not just say no. All right. So with that one, I appreciate one. I appreciate Paris for coming on. Like I said, this is what we about, man. We gotta have these uncomfortable conversations because not everybody has the same takes. They're not going like at this point. You're not going to like Ritter, and you have the right to do that, and that's perfectly fine.
I can
But
think one thing. That boy can type fast to death, boy. One on the keyboard. He can type
that man.
He works in the office.
That boy keystroke is on point.
Yeah, he done typed 3 fucking sentences that damn quick.
3 paragraphs up in the thing, boy.
He maybe talk
look, man,
Texan.
look, we done went over our time and everything. We want to again thank Juan
This was
Solo.
fun, man.
Paris
It's
for coming
fun.
on, man. I mean, look, we ain't for
appreciate our
everybody.
dialogue, man.
We understand. We understand. Really, ain't y'all cup of tea.
Let me
Y'all
say
can
one
keep
more
on
thing.
hating on them all you want to, whatever the case may be. Our stances won't change. But at the end of the day, man, thank you guys for tuning in. We're gonna give you guys your evening back. Hey, it is what it is. Thank all the guys on the panel. But it's officially over. We out.
Game over.
That Taco Bell was good.